Sydney Sweeney can hold her own among acting elites, but if Hollywood doesn't work out for her, she can always fall back on being a mechanic or an MMA fighter. The star is making her mark in the world, and she's just getting started.
No one truly knows who you are, but they all assume that they think they know you, and there's a lot of misconceptions.
Sydney Sweeney was born in September 1997 and raised in a small town in Spokane, Washington. Her mother, Lisa Sweeney, worked as a criminal defense lawyer, and her father, Stephen Sweeney, is a hospitality professional. Sydney is also a big sister to her brother, Trent Sweeney, who has a few acting credits to his name. For Sydney, becoming an actor was not something her parents probably would have envisioned for their daughter, but she knew from when she was a young girl that it was her calling. During an interview with the Build series in 2019, Sydney shared that her parents doubted her dreams of becoming an actor.
But my parents never believed me. It was like I wanted to be a princess in some fairy tale land, and they were like, this is not possible.
Sydney Sweeney did not find success in acting overnight. Though she knew she wanted to be in the entertainment industry, she had to prove herself just like anyone else.
Putin is an overachiever. He is impressive, also evil.
Liv, your mother is not Putin.
Thank you.
After starring in the 2009 zombie flick ZMD Zombies of Mass Destruction, Sweeney landed minor roles in some big-named shows. Her first TV role was in a 2009 episode of Heroes, and that same year she would nab a role in an episode of Criminal Minds. From there, Sweeney would earn more than 24 roles in a variety of TV shows, shorts, and movies over the next decade, including the 2011 Lifetime TV movie The Bling Ring and a 2014 turn on Grey's Anatomy. Meanwhile, in 2017, she guested in one episode of The Middle and Pretty Little Liars each. It was 2018, however, that would prove to be a massive year for Sweeney's career. She would end up working in not one, but 3 major television shows. People really began to notice Sydney Sweeney when she was cast in the 2018 Netflix coming-of-age series Everything Sucks. The show centered around a group of teenagers in both the AV Club and the Drama Club in the late 90s, as they came together to make a movie while dealing with issues like dating and sexuality. Sweeney, who starred as Emmeline, landed her first major television role. However, the series unfortunately ended after 1 season. During her interview with the Build series, Sweeney revealed that she had actually booked a role in the acclaimed HBO miniseries Sharp Objects before Everything Sucks. It just so happened that the latter was released first. In the HBO show, Sweeney not only showcased her acting range when she took on a much darker part, she also got to work with a fan-favorite movie star. That same year, Sweeney also landed the role of Eden Spencer in Hulu's The Handmaid's Tale, where she worked side by side with actor Elizabeth Moss. Sweeney did a spectacular job with her character and proved that she could take on various types of roles.
I definitely like to change it up. I like characters that scare me and are completely different than myself because I like a challenge.
She continued by saying, "I like being able to learn and experience about these different characters because I feel like that gives me the ability to connect to other people in the world." Sydney Sweeney's acting career skyrocketed in 2019. She starred in the comedy drama Big Time Adolescence opposite Pete Davidson and in the thriller Clementine, but what put the actor on the map was nabbing the role of Cassie Howard in the hit HBO series Euphoria.
You guys can all judge me if you want, but I do not care. I have never, ever been happier.
The show also stars A-lister Zendaya, as well as fellow rising stars like Jacob Elordi and Maude Apatow. The show, which has been renewed for a 3rd season, became the network's second most watched show ever in 2022, just trailing behind Game of Thrones. Speaking with Deadline in 2022, Sweeney reiterated that while she enjoyed taking on roles that were nothing like her, there was a special connection between her and the complexities of her Euphoria character, sharing, "Cassie is one of the most relatable characters to me because I search for love and acceptance, and I'm scared of being alone. I was a teenage girl too, so I definitely relate to her. But most of my characters I try to be vastly different from."
I always tend to drift towards characters who might read one way on a page, and I like to find the emotional depth.
Sweeney was nominated for an Emmy for Best Supporting Actress in a Drama Series in 2022. That year, her Euphoria co-star Zendaya won the award for lead actress. Sydney Sweeney's diverse acting portfolio also includes working in a Quentin Tarantino film, no big deal. Sweeney had a minor role in 2019's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which starred acting elites Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie, and Brad Pitt. Although she was just in a few scenes, any actor would be envious to star in a Tarantino project. When asked how working with the director felt, she told British GQ, "Incredible. I mean, that's like a bucket list dream job for pretty much every actor." Still relatively new in the industry at that point, Sweeney told Couture that working alongside someone as big as Pitt did not make her feel like any less of an actor, saying, "I learned kindness. Brad Pitt is so kind and humble to every single person. It doesn't matter who they are, and it just spoke so much to me. You guys are working together and no one is above anyone. And I loved that he still had that mentality. I told myself that for the rest of my life, I'm going to make sure I'm that." Sweeney previously worked with Golden Globe winner Amy Adams in Sharp Objects, which proved to be just as valuable a learning experience.
Being able to sit there and learn from her, watching her act, and listening to her speak about just her life in general was amazing.
She added that it was better than any acting class you could ever ask for. Sydney Sweeney is a woman of many talents. Besides showcasing her acting abilities in various projects, she's pretty competitive and grew up loving sports. The well-rounded actor told Allure in January 2023, "I have a lot of different hobbies. I love sports. I like to play soccer. I love decorating. I love building things. I grew up being on a snow ski team when I was little, and we would have to be up the mountain by 5 a.m. During the holiday break, I'd be up on the mountain every other day, and I loved it." Sweeney clearly enjoys staying active, and she grew up playing every sport under the sun, telling British GQ that she's also played golf and softball, done wakeboarding and ballet, and even rode dirt bikes. However, MMA, mixed martial arts, really became a strong passion for Sweeney at the age of 13. She told the outlet, "I loved the element of surprise in that no one would think I'd be able to do something like that. I felt very capable and powerful." On The Kelly Clarkson Show in 2021, Sweeney revealed that she even beat a few male MMA fighters in competitions. However, she unfortunately had to put her fighting days behind her in case of injury while she pursued acting roles.
You don't understand, Nate, is I am crazier!
Sydney Sweeney's resume should read talented actor, MMA fighter, and mechanic. When she's not acting or staying active, Sweeney is busy restoring classic cars like a 1969 Ford Bronco she began fixing up during the pandemic. In June 2021, Sweeney shared photos of herself in a body shop where she was restoring the red truck on Instagram. It turns out her love for cars goes way back to when she was a child. As she told Pure Wow that same year, "Cars are something that I've always been interested in, and I just never had the means to take action on that interest. I grew up with mechanics in my family and my mom loved cars, but I never had the chance to actually do anything on my own with them. So I had a year where I had some downtime and kind of went full force." Sweeney's passion inspired the star to create a TikTok page, Sid's Garage, in which she showed the progress of fixing her Ford Bronco. Some of her highlights included changing the vehicle's transmission, removing the car's front and rear axle, and customizing the grille. Once it was all completed, the Euphoria star even got to showcase the vehicle at the eBay Motor Parts show. Having fixed up a classic Bronco, Sweeney partnered with Ford, showing her TikTok viewers how to check and fill your tires and jumpstart a car in March 2023. Is there anything Sydney Sweeney can't do? Sydney Sweeney has one rule regarding her love life: she will not date someone in Hollywood. She told Cosmopolitan in 2022, "I don't date people in the spotlight. I don't date actors or musicians or anyone in entertainment because I can just be normal Sid that way and it's easiest. I have a great support system." What she does look for in a partner is a best friend, adding, "I need to be able to be with someone who I can literally hang out with 24/7 and never get sick of, and we laugh every single day." Luckily for Sweeney, she has found that someone. The actor has been with her partner, Jonathan Davino, since 2018. Davino is a restaurateur based out of Chicago who is 13 years Sweeney's senior, and his family owns the device technology and packaging company 14th Round and Final Bell. While the couple were reportedly engaged by 2022, they're rarely spotted out together. In May 2023, the couple attended the Cannes Film Festival together, and that September they were pictured holding hands during the Venice Film Festival. Sweeney has even hinted about wanting to start a family, telling The Hollywood Reporter in 2022, "I've always wanted to be a young mom." In January 2023, it was announced that Sydney Sweeney and Top Gun Maverick actor Glenn Powell would be co-starring in the upcoming rom-com Anyone But You. However, the movie soon made headlines for all the wrong reasons, with tabloids alleging that things turned romantic for Sweeney and Powell during filming. Production for the flick occurred in Australia, and rumors swirled that two actors took their on-screen chemistry off-camera. Photos showed Sydney in a bikini sitting beside a shirtless Powell that April, reportedly looking at their movie scripts on a beach. Around this time, Sweeney also posted a carousel of pictures with Powell on Instagram, while the pair were down under. As reported by People, more speculation of a blossoming romance surfaced when Sweeney referred to her co-star with the nickname Top Gun when they attended CinemaCon 2023 that same month, with Powell commenting back, "I love when she calls me that." Furthermore, Powell and his girlfriend of 3 years, Gigi Paris, split in late April. For her part, Sweeney simply seemed to enjoy all the gossip surrounding her relationship with her co-star, rather than take it too seriously. She told Variety that August, "It's a rom-com. That's what people want. Glenn and I don't really care. We have so much fun together and we respect each other so much. He's such a hard worker and I'm a hard worker." The headline-making movie is scheduled to be released in December 2023.